What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy HB3 in the building, and today I'm coming to you with an informative video talking to you about some important stuff when it comes to the washing style. Let's get it, man. Let's go. Of course, before we get started, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to your boy's channel. Important information is going to be down in the description below. I'll talk about it later in this video. Let's continue and let's get on into this, what we need to talk about today. Okay, so I'm going to show you, no, I'm not even going to show you this. I'm just going to let you know this right here. I'm going to put the information down in the description below about the washing style. Young Wavy's wash and style. Where this method came from is Young Wavy forever started this wash and style method for wavies who had issues with maybe laying their hair down, they had issues from bouncing back from a wash, these type of things. So with this method though came like 20 other different methods right afterwards on how to do these methods came after that, because the washing style method it's one of those things, it's not for everybody. It's really not for everybody, but it got me really thinking about the information provided. As you go to YouTube and you look at other wavies who have done the washing style like myself, if you just go down YouTube, keep going, there's a lot of people doing the washing style, but I want to say two things. One thing that is missing from the method that no one really pays attention to, and one thing that is in his method that, again, is not paid attention to. I mean, honestly. So that's one of the things I really want to talk about. I want to give you, the viewers, the subscribers, the people who really have issues with the washing style. I want to give you this information, and if it helps and you may go back to the washing style, or you may, try to do the washing style more often, great. But if it doesn't, then hey, it's okay. At least you know, at least you're in the know now. You know what I'm saying? So I want to talk about when I really started doing the washing style myself. When I started doing it, I found it to be very beneficial, especially if you're one of those waivers that like to wolf past 4+ months like myself. It's very beneficial to laying the hair down. But when I would do it, one of the processes that I had issues with was I would do the washing style, I would do everything that's said in the method, but I would still have issues with moisturizing my hair. Hence why other methods were created in the first place, like the Hatman method and the wash and lay method, the OMB, which stands for I believe oil, moisturizer, and butter method. These things were all created after the fact because the washing style may had some holes in its progress, or in its beneficial method, So when I did it, the biggest thing was moisturizing my hair. I would go take the rags off after, hours of it drying. And basically I would put oil in my hair. I would put a cream, moisturizer, butter, whatever in my hair. And I would just notice that I would still have like dry scalp, like I would still have, my hair would still be dry for some reason. All this moisturizer I'm putting in my head, and as I'm combing it in, I would notice, I know my hair is clean. I know I wash my hair, because when I do the washing style, I'm washing my hair, I'm scrubbing my scalp and everything. I'm washing my hair really technically maybe when I'm whooping 3 to 4 times. So as I'm doing it, I'm combing my hair, and I notice that there is stuff like dry scab, and I'm noticing look like dandruff is coming on the comb and stuff. I'm like, dang, like what's going on? Like I don't understand. Now, through time and through really paying attention to my hair and also paying attention to the method, I really thought about it. The one key thing that's missing from Young Wavy's washing style method that's significant and important is hot water and cold water. The difference in those two things is so big. It's so big that we don't even realize how big hot water and cold water, how it affects our hair. And I'm gonna explain that just briefly. I'm just gonna explain it briefly. So let's talk about a few things before we explain it though. Let's talk about the cuticle of your hair and the shaft of your hair, how that really works. And y'all know me, I'm simple, so I'm gonna try to be simple with the information that I'm giving, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what I do, simple. You want your cuticle, look this up. I'm not gonna explain what the cuticle is. I'm not gonna explain the shaft, all that stuff, whatever. You really need to make sure that your cuticle and your shaft and everything stays open. It needs to be open to let in moisture, to let in oils and moisturizer and things that you want to put in your hair. That stuff has to be open. In your pores have to be open. It's simple as that, people. How do we do that? How do we do that in the midst of a washing style? That's where the hot water and the cold water comes into play. Yay! Ugh. Yes. So using hot water actually opens your pores. It opens your pores in the cuticle and it lets moisture within the shaft. That's the easiest way that I can really explain it while at the same time keeping it simple. Like I said, if you want more detail, please watch a video or go Google it on more history about it. But I'm just giving you the gist of it. Now, when you use cold water actually closes the shaft, closes the cuticle, closes your pores, and nothing can really get in. So when you're doing a washing style, and when you technically go to do the last step, which of course is putting the Durags on while you have this soap, the shampoo, this conditioner, whatever, all in your hair. When you go to do the final step, you put the Durag on and everything, you go to rinse out everything. When you go to rinse out everything, that's where you should be using hot water, lukewarm water, but you should never use cold water. Don't use cold water. Stop using cold water to rinse out your hair in the final step. You should be using hot water technically. If it's too hot for you, bring it down a little bit, but make sure it's warm. Make sure it needs to really be hot. I'm just gonna be honest. When you got the do-rag on, you're ragged up with the shampoo and stuff in your hair, you need to be rinsing it out with hot water. It's simple as that, people. Here's why. While your hair is drying, it is still going to let those pores stay open. The pores are going to stay open, and you're going to be able to unrag once it all has dry, and you're going to be able to add moisture, and that moisture is going to get to the root of your hair to the point where you're going to be able to be fully moisturized correctly. So that's the first thing that's not really discussed in the washing style, Young Wavy's washing style method, that a lot of people kind of miss. And when they miss that little small piece that's important to the method, you kind of really don't do the method properly. And I apologize for my video, because even though my video is explaining how to do the method perfectly, which is, again, is down in the description below, I don't give that one little piece of information in that video. So please make sure when you do the washing style method and you go to do that final step, make sure you're using hot water. The second thing that I want to talk about in this video is the information that is actually in the method, in the steps, but it's still missed by a lot of wavers. And I didn't even really think about it until it affected me. Now this affects me. It may not affect any of you wavers. If it doesn't affect you when you do the method, fine, but it affects me dramatically, and no one pays attention to it. One of the biggest things that Young Wavy says when he explains the method is, when you let your hair dry, when you let it dry, the water, the rags, when you let the rags dry, when you let everything just dry, naturally, 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 naturally. You probably saying to yourself, I don't get it. What do you mean? What do you mean naturally? So basically what I mean by that is you're letting your hair dry without rushing the process. Naturally, you're letting it dry on its own. You're letting the rags dry on their own, just like air dry, just air dry. Now, I'm sure you're asking yourself, well, why the hell is it important? I mean, the purpose of it, I want my hair to dry in the first place. So what's wrong with speeding up the process of the drying part? Let me give you my experience. One of the reasons for doing the method in the first place is pure being laid and coming and bouncing back from a wash. Those are the main purposes of doing this method. When I would speed up the process by using a steamer or a blow dryer or something like that, one of the biggest things that I really noticed that I ran into issues with was that I would do that process. It would probably take me maybe 20 to 30 minutes to really dry the rags, and then my hair would be dry under there. So basically I would use it with a steamer or a blow dryer, whatever. What would happen is, as I took off the rags, my hair would come up a little bit. And when I go to start brushing or putting in moisturizer, my hair would actually look the same as if I would do a regular wash and just dry my hair with a towel and then try to brush it all back down from the wolf and look at my hair and be like, my hair looks brittle, looks very brittle. So I'm just gonna have to come back. I'm gonna have to bounce back within maybe like 3+ days. It would look the exact same way when I would rush the process through steaming my hair or using a blow dryer. For some odd reason, letting my hair air dry after doing all the steps naturally, which would take roughly between about 2 to 6 hours. So I normally would do my washing styles at night and then just go to bed. You know, I would try to dry my hair with a towel. I would try to dry the rags with a towel as much as possible. And then I would just go to bed and my hair would, and rags would still be a little damp. And I know you don't want to put that shit on the pillow, duh, of course. So you put a towel over the pillow. Naturally letting the rags dry and my hair dry at the same time. I'm not rushing any process. So when I wake up in the morning and I would unrag, I would be so laid. It didn't matter what I did. And I would feel like I would just feel like I bounced back immediately. So that's really important. That is really an important step in that method, is naturally letting your rags and your hair dry from the whole method. That's pretty much it. Those two things are important, people. So we're just gonna recap right quick. The number one thing that you need to be doing in a washing style is not mentioned in the method, is that you need to, in the final step, you need to use hot water to rinse out all of the shampoo or whatever product that you're using to wash your hair with while the rags are on. Rags, caps, whatever. You need to use hot water to make sure that your pores stay open. So when you go to unrag, you will be able to add moisturizers, add oils, and it will be able to get under that shaft. It'll be able to get, you know, through the root to your hair, and it will moisturize your hair properly. Second thing that we're going to recap about, of course, is something that's in the steps that is mentioned that no one doesn't feel that may not be important, which it is. make sure you're naturally letting everything dry. Let it naturally dry. It usually takes some hours, but let it naturally do it. Do not rush that process. So with that being said, this video is pretty much done. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Thank you for coming and watching this informative video. I got more things coming. Let me just give you an update. My girl has looked at the submissions for the giveaway. Now remember, submissions can still come in for the giveaway that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing multiple giveaways, but submissions can come in now for the current giveaway still, because we're probably going to be doing the giveaway next week. We're both off on Tuesday, so we may shoot the video Tuesday. My girl has actually looked at a lot of the submissions. She's loving the things that y'all are writing here on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook. She has all the submissions so far. She's been reading them. So you need to be prepared to continue sending in your submissions for that giveaway. Again, that giveaway is going to be 6 Durags and a Diane collection of brushes to 1 waiver. So I mean, come on now, you're gonna have to get in on this. This is really good. I'm still gonna be selling a lot of other like 20+ brushes down the line, but this will begin the mini giveaways I'm gonna be doing starting now. And like I said, my girl will be doing a selection. She will be picking who's gonna win on this giveaway. So she will be in an upcoming video with me. Also, like you saw in the last video, I got the clay, I got the apple cider vinegar. So I'm going to be doing the clay inlay method here soon as well. I'm looking forward to doing. I actually went and bought more items that I need for that video, like an actual oil. I had to buy the little brush thing to do the applying. I had to buy a little container so I can put everything in to mix it. So I had to go and buy some more stuff. That's why I haven't done that video yet, but I'm going to be doing that. So be on the lookout for that video. Be on the lookout for more giveaways. Make sure you participate in these giveaways. It's very simple. I'm giving a lot of stuff away. It is what it is. Again, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to your boy's channel. I have some information down in the description below for more details on more things. Again, it's your boy HB. Damn, that one hurt. 3. I'm out of here, man. Got my Kobe. Hold up, wait. Got my Kobe Bryant high school jersey on. You know what I'm saying? Kobe all day, baby.